Look at how many red face on the floor bodies you've got all on the objective. These are fantastic mortars. Mortars keeping them pinned up in the hat. Infantry just closing the gap, putting all the pressure on it. This is a like textbook push on an objective here. And also, if you want to just put the cherry on top, you have the Abrams and Striker. Abrams on the right, Striker on our left, and they're just obliterating anything that they can see. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today I've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down, and on this one we've got some more vanilla plus modded content. This is GoXLR Random Advanced and Secure, but with actual randomized points that can select anywhere from 5 to 12 objectives per round, making for a much more replayable game mode. Because of this, I think it resulted in a much better set of firefights since squads actually needed to push up carefully and figure out where the points were going. This all culminated in one of the best combined arms assault I've seen on an objective, and it was one of the most fun GoXLR rounds I've had the opportunity to watch, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I stream every weekday. But that's it for me. Until next time, peace. All right, we've got Eye in the Sky, HLP Hawk's Layer Pack, another modded layer, Goro RAS V3. And if you guys look, this is like completely different from any Goro layer we've seen before. The RAAS, or Random Advanced and Secure, Hawk has like a system, an algorithm to make it so your randomization is actually truly random. It's based on like distance between caps. You can choose a few between it, and then it kind of variances from that one to another one. So we've got Hill 57. We're on board with the US. Hill 57 to Matrino Hills, Dairy Farm, Shipping Yard, Riverbend, Sluta Hamlet, Butcher's House. This type of random advanced and secure is almost impossible to predict. It's almost impossible to use. I think it's actually impossible to use something like squad lanes, because there aren't actual lanes. It's just random. A much more involved algorithm to help out. So I'm super looking forward to see how the players work with this type of setup, because it is something that you've never seen in vanilla squad. Once again, this is our vanilla plus squad. So the US, we've got the Mat V with the 50 cal. We've got a 50 cal Striker, a few lodges and transport, the Abrams that starts on with the map, the tank M1A2, since we're with the US Army, in about 10 minutes, and then helicopter is going live in about a minute. Against the Russians, we got the Tiger Cord, BTR-82, the BMP-2, T-72, which will be up in about 10 minutes, and then their HIP in about half a minute now. So let's see how it goes. And it looks like we might be getting into our first... Ooh, hold on. Yeah, it looks like maybe our south side is going to be a little bit hot to start. Absolutely love the new... Oh wait,
just try to support 6 just in case.
Oh, did we get a... Oh no. Oh no. This is actually... And it blocks everybody in too. Oh, that's horrible, because now if you look at the move markers, they were going to move out right where 7's moving out. This could have been a complete wipe for Russia, and instead Squad 7 in the US is able to get set up. Oh god, you hate to see it. Not how you want to get started on the map. So with that, Squad 7 sitting up around Neva lower. Squad 4 for the US out on grain processing, as Russia, they're taking Butcher's House right now and should see where the cap's going out. Hill 57 already secured for the US. Matrino Hills now being capped.
And not too much in the center.
And Sluta Hamlet is now visible for the Russians.
That's one way to talk to your commander.
Sure, right?
My voice, I mean no harm. I'm trying to do a quiz on the Scary Legs pretzels.
I do not know what that means. Trying to do a quiz. A squad quiz? Squad 7 and Command BTR for Russians now finally getting into Neva. And they are probably going to get spotted. If you look just up the hill, we'll have our outlines up.
It's going far north, isn't it?
Mike,
Maybe.
Dude, Bonus, Chromosome, and Wayne.
Yeah, I think so.
Shoot over to
Hawk
Just on the other side.
Yeah, there's some logic. If it's going too north, it's not
Actually,
gonna come
hold on a
over the
second.
west. I'll get the third one as well.
Do you have eyes on any vehicles north? You can take it out with the 50.
There, oh, what a... There you go. Speedy Sloth, Timbit, and Chunk go down to Saw. What a fantastic position for the U.S. Complete Overwatch as Squad 7 for the Russians are now... What in the world is happening here? I am not a pilot. I'm not that familiar with Russian equipment. I am like 97% sure that is not how you should be flying the helicopter. I could be wrong. Is he gonna make it? I don't even understand what is happening right now. Is he making it? Well, now he's flying backwards into the ground. I have a... It almost seems like...
BTR.
This is...
Are you able to
This
mark
is
it for
not
us?
how the real world operates right
No,
now.
I just got audio on it.
There is something... This is like the Twilight Zone in terms of physics. I don't get it. But okay. Alright.
Alright, we're gonna go hunt that down.
We're on the way to shipping in the heli.
Well, I don't know what I expected, but there you go. We were all waiting for it and it happened. Helicopter crashed in the middle of an open field. Alright, good to go. Glad we got the end of that story. Now I don't have to worry about what happened.
Unless there's like 12. I was told there might be even 12. It's gotta be the 12 or 5 caps.
Their points went south, and then it connects in the
Yeah,
middle.
who knows?
Yeah, after this cap is going south.
In the meantime, the BTR was able to keep a bunch of infantry.
BTR is a little bit
God,
next to
someone's
our map there.
microphone.
3.
I need to figure out which one it is. Striker coming in the backside of the BTR here in a second, folks.
Just audio.
So now, can you set up over there and I'll set up a backup him on the west?
Oh, and usually the BTR is going to win this
Are you
engagement.
getting pushed at all in shipping?
And was that the RPG? Yes, it was. Bonsai with the hat kit helping out his BTR, and what a play. That is a fantastic BTR crew. You move out with AT infantry. If you ever get into engagements like that, there you go. Easy as that. Fantastic play by the Russians. And it looks like this Neva lower fob is going to be completely wiped by a good infantry and mechanized push. Hell of a play. Cranium down. And radio should be... they're still trying to find it here, but Russia secured a good foothold. You know what? It's a bummer losing the tickets there. Hold on. Actually, no. Squad 7's going to fight back here.
Okay,
Radio just disappeared, so it did go on bleed out. Squad 7 on the radio area, but they're not going to be able to do anything other than just try to contest it.
Stay on defense, everybody else.
Paul flanking around and should be able to get Animal Mother if he turns left a little bit.
Six is pushing out.
He's on a big old flank. City Temper 126 over there as well. Scruff McGruff.
I forced stay and I'll go attack.
Paul looking in all the wrong ways. Right to your left. Should see him now. Nope. Animal pushing up to the building. This is so... I want to whisper in his ear. Just left. Left. I cannot believe that. 2 ships passing in the night.
I'm on it, baby.
And we can see just a handful of Russians
supplies on the west side of shipping. 6 build, the rest
left
of us.
around the area because they know that the radio's down. But there you go. Americans low crawling through the field.
Six, we ran into an enemy Lodgy and full squad over here. We killed most of them.
And I'm not quite sure how that's going to go down, but...
BMP Easter shipping.
Yep. Marking. I see it.
200 meters out.
we're gonna let them have fun over off the point because we have BMP has been spotted way up north, and here's our BTR.
Any updates in the BTR?
There it is. But BMP was trying to take some pot shots at the Marine Corps helicopter. See, right on the edge here.
We had an enemy have on my position.
So, take a quick look at how the map's laying out. Hill 57, Matrino Hills, Dairy Farm, and now Shipping Yard secured by the U.S. Butcher's House, Sluta Hamlet, Riverbend secured. Is there a point here? No, there is not. Secured by Russia. So 4 caps to 3 right now in this 7 cap layer. And big infantry push from Marines pushing on down south. And this actually...
8, you got a whole lot of enemy infantry over there. Plus
This,
BTR.
I really do not like this play.
Yeah, copy, thank you. We're gonna try to deal with the BTR.
If I had to bet money, this Bradley's going to get killed by infantry. It has no business being around.
EMP's on the move somewhere. It's not at the...
BMP's on the move somewhere. Actually, RTB. And here we go. Bradley. I do not know why this Bradley's out by himself. You just had an entire fob go down. You just had a striker go down.
If anybody wants to attack, just spawn in, grab it.
The U.S. has been completely wiped from this area.
I'm hopping in an attack helo right now. Try to set up a...
And this Bradley is now all out by himself.
Copy.
Not really how you want to do it. If we flip this on, you'll be able to see you got so much Russian infantry just in front of him. Oh, there he goes. Sees him. Timber takes HE straight to the chest. Tortilla the Hun. Alright, that's a Tortilla the Hun, rather. Alright, sorry. Focus up. Bradley tracked. Left side tracked. Does take out Bonsai. Luckily, it looks like full track damage, no hull damage, double reps popping up. They're going to try to get this up quick and then move. They saw infantry out east. I'm curious why they're kind of showing themselves here. Infantry can take out some quick shots on the crew and then leave this Bradley stranded. Trying to get double reps and then push out. You can see infantry trying to flank around down the hill. And they are all by themselves. You can see on the map right here. I know everyone's favorite part of Eye in the Sky is when I open up the map and full screen it, so we're going to full screen it even more. Take that! Look at this amazing map presence. They're all going south away here. Not quite sure what the plan is on this one. Maybe they think this is the ambush, but there is nothing in play down south here. So if I'm the Bradley crew, yeah, they just move mark now up to grain processing. Bradley crew is best served right now up here in the north, pushing with the infantry. You really want your infantry fighting vehicle to have infantry support. I know that's crazy, but...
Do you guys see any enemies down there?
Quad 8 with silent treatment. He does see enemies. He's actually killed a bunch of infantry already. Freezing below.
Infantry only, I'm not seeing the BTR.
Zoe and Troy coming up behind him. Another little ring around the rosy here.
South of 6 rally.
Copy, we're pushing north. We're not gonna stay here anymore.
Blackhawk flying overhead as well, taking some heavy machine gun fire. Hit right behind him too. Combat engineers pushing straight to the hab. Better look off to his left here. Sounds like one of the helicopters went down. Troy, the squad leader, goes down. Good shots from Sweet Haggard goes down as well. Fringlow trying to solo wipe this entire fob. Goes for the reload. Tobo Proboat ZX. Oh, Tobo, the next victim. Not sure. Grim should have good eyes on him, actually. Laying prone. Tags Fringlow. Should be swapping to advantage here. He does. Grim, you can see with the outlines repositioning.
Enemy heli is flying towards shipping.
And you can see on the map right behind it. Was that C4? I don't know why he dropped C4 on himself. Maybe that was a fat finger. But Golden coming up right behind him. That's actually really unfortunate. because that was his only C4, and there it goes. Fringo goes down. Troy heads up play there, knocks him out, and helicopter coming in, trying to resupply the fob. Very aggressive play. Incredibly hot LZ. Little hover resupply, love to see it. And infantry are just smashed up right against the radio here.
Any updates on the BTR?
See all those US bodies just huddled around that radio. Bloodhound, Stizzy, Jet Doc, Moody, Blunt, all trying to push in, and you can see both Logis slammed up right next to each other. Grenades out, trying to clear that radio area, but you see right to our front right, you see the outlines just barely shifting up. Might catch this American off guard a little bit. Oh, actually. Oh, does he not see him? Does. The Russian SL actually gave his position away a little bit. To me, that audio was... Oh, there you go. It doesn't matter there. PKP mops him up. I was going to say that audio made it seem like the shots were a bit further, so he should have still realized that there was still someone there.
I got an enemy tank. On radio.
And another helicopter crashes.
Okay, he's not blind. It's BMP here too.
I'm sure you can see the wreckage from here, but just on my map, another helicopter actually crashing for Russia. That is 2 crashed helicopters now.
Hey, 6-2, you have supplies in the truck.
And unfortunately for the US, this B&P is right below us.
I feel be able to
and you're going to see this Bradley is not going to have a happy...
I'll be able to give you some.
Happy minute here, because the T-72 should just see the turret, or doesn't know.
Yeah, the hab on the south.
He tries to fire at it, might be just out of range. B&P smacks it its first ATGM. Oh, there it goes. Now it's taking everything. Oh, trying to follow the tow missile. And if it was just enough health to fire off the tow, but nothing doing as the B&P and T-72 just completely overwhelmed the tracked Bradley right in the middle of the field. Not much you can do with that one, as now the B&P Bradley, or B&P T-72 in BTR, I mean the amount of armor that Russians have now is just insane.
Don't worry about resupplies on this hab. I don't really want it known about.
286 tickets to 290, so still pretty much dead even, but it is not going to feel even very soon, as all of Russians, or the Russian armor starts to push up towards shipping yard.
Also, enemy habs marked over there.
Still, US knows the radio's right here, so my objective if I'm squad 5 and pushing in, you want to push, keep pushing this as the pressure comes from the north, completely unopposed. I really like this play. Squad 7 has gotten a flanking fob, keeping their machine guns up on the rocks for Overwatch as Cranium, Joshi, and Paul push out on foot, and Paul might actually stumble upon the radio here, might get the audio. That's actually a huge play, because this will get the backside of the objective for the US. And see, and they also have the tank.
Enemy hab marked accurate on Riverbend.
Everything going around the flank of Russia right now.
Look like it.
Abrams about to find himself right on the backside of both the B&P and the T-72.
If you can track one of those, I can kill it.
Three right in front of you. You got one tank.
Oh, there you
one
go.
BMP.
You can see these markers right here. That's BTR and tank.
It's looking towards towards River.
Shigeru in the
BMP right behind
BTR Warframe in the T-72.
Just need a track, boys.
Abrams moving out,
He's
trying to
looking
get
at
viz on these Russian vehicles just on the other side of this berm. Well, actually, it's the
we
BMP.
can't push him without him knowing that
They
we're
have
coming, especially not
upgraded.
the BMP there.
We're gonna
I can try this.
on the west side of the.
Hey, don't spook him. Just stay there. 18's just gonna fuck him up. He's just waiting for
Copy
you.
that.
If he doesn't move, he's dead.
Nice, that's a good one.
Now it's a standoff. You got the T-72 up against the Abrams. And they both know that they're there. It's whoever blinks first. Tandem round comes into the Abrams. There you go. What a play.
Good one, good one.
A10 knocks out the T-72. Incredible. Command calling in for close air support right when they need it. Abrams heads on out. And now the BMP is out all by himself, and you can see he's popping smoke. He's like, you know what? No, I don't want that. You got a tank. There's A10s in the area. How about we just go home? I'll just go home. Amazing heads-up play by Command. These are the things commanders love.
And it happened near 6's Logi is pretty.
If you can
solid
take a
spot.
chance on it,
Get to it.
might as well.
BMP's now on squad 8. We are
And
wasting a lot of tickets, by the way, guys, so we gotta be slightly careful. Gotta pace this.
Yeah.
Make sure you
BMP
guys aren't
just,
giving up, you
I mean,
know?
he is just kind of
You guys are doing a good job.
blowing right past a bunch of
Right,
infantry,
right,
just
right,
trying to, you can see he is a little damaged,
Even out,
took at least a
even
law
out,
round
you
here.
have to.
There you go. Love to see it. Fantastic play by the US. You see, this is the UAV by Command as well. He had just popped this up, and tank sitting there. None the wiser. BMP moving way down south. He might just try to go down south, and RTB just try to be a little safe
Copy
here.
that.
Abrams as well tracked out to the east. I'm trying to figure out. Here we go. Hold
The
on a
rally's
second.
already up.
Not sure if you guys realize, if you maybe someone saw this, but this is actually Shamshire hopping on the ATGM, and if he plays this right,
Alright, we're building mortars at shipping.
Good
he
idea.
actually should be able to, I was gonna say,
Maybe
shoot
reach
down
out.
the helicopter,
Friendly healers.
Yeah, we should be able
down.
to reach the enemy hub on the river.
but looks like the friendly
it's
helicopter has
11:55.
crashed into Maine. So
He's
both
marking it
helicopters
southwest
crashing
now.
into their respective
They know
mains.
we're over here.
Very good. Okay. All right. Awesome. Love it.
And 6, maybe if you could like ask one of you guys to just move the lodge slightly from the radio.
Logic can't be moved.
Riverbend is actually now getting pushed on both sides by the US. And see down here, I believe that is a no, this is the this is the rally.
Logi.
Russian rally
We got enemy BT on the west side of river.
as KVND
Tank is RTB. We are hit hard by anti-armor.
and the rest of his squad pushes in from the north. Helicopter for Russia coming in and trying to do a nice resupply. Actually knocks out the gunner and oh my goodness, what a play!
Enemy helo down.
Enemy helicopter loses the tail rotor, loses all control, and slams into the coast of the riverbed. Unbelievable play from the American infantry up on the rocks. Fantastic. Shellback now just trying to bounce his way over to the river, but huge play. And now you also have Tiger going down as well.
Riverbend.
A9 are taking turn, take contacts on
Actually
shipping.
looked like a
I gotta
team
take
kill, to be
contacts
honest.
south.
I
There's
could be
also
wrong.
from the east.
Nope. Maybe that's just a AT or something popping it here. but fantastic. Radio is actually on... Ooh, hold on, I was going to say about to be on bleed out, but that is actually smoke popping up. Mortars now dialing in on the HAB. Let's try to figure out where those mortars are from. I don't know if you guys see it, but I currently do not. Ah, there you go. Mortars up at shipping yard. Hitting pretty dang good. And this is not where you want to be if you're Russia right now. Completely pinned down on both sides with infantry. You got indirect fire slamming right in your spawn point.
Anyone have a spot on those mortars? They're good.
My guys are saying they're good. Keep them up.
You got infantry now just low crawling. Right over this rock is the entire Russian team left on Riverbend. But there is not much else that they can do. You see infantry closing in.
Looks like the mortars are slightly short. The mortars are hitting pickup mark.
Now infantry. Oh, gonna get obliterated by the mortars. Almost feels like bad manners here. Marksman coming in, push it up, takes one Russian out, another one on the rock, should be easy pickings for him. Oh, never mind, gets tagged, full auto from the RPGs. Good old lat kits. Pushing out, swapping to their rifle. And this is just some real close quarters fighting. Pop this up, you can see the dome. This is the actual capture area of Riverbend. So, you know, infantry are getting in for the US, but Russia's doing really well to push back out.
The radio's fine here, northwest is just the
full auto by Champagne Poppy. Takes out Paul, and the north... The thing is, though, Russia has to look in both directions. They knock out the infantry push from the south, and now they got infantry push from the north. RTJ Cranium bushwhacking himself up. And, oh, Jason... Easy kill in the end there. But now you have BTR.
Enemy airstrike. 6, you lost the HAB.
BTR coming to harass the HAB that is just knocked out by the Russian Sioux strike. And if that BTR had actually stayed in the air, they could have probably mopped it up, but it looks like unless they got a radio, I'm not thinking they did.
Nice.
Oh! It just hit a mine, actually. Mitch Gas Genetic and Pixie go down. You hear that little pop. That is a mine cooking off. And I'm not sure if that is a friendly mine, enemy mine. Yeah, it looks like it was a Marine or a U.S. Army mine taking out that BTR, which is huge.
Hey, squad leads, please try and keep your guys from placing mines around our points.
190
Hey, can we
tickets
get a resupply on Riverbend
for the U.S. 162 for Russia. Just slowly whittle them down. Especially those vehicles going down is huge. Sweet Hagger getting swarmed by Fringo.
We're losing the HAB on the east side.
Good shots. You can see those health bars. If those health bars are full red, that means they're dead. So a lot of dead Russian infantry on the objective, but Sweet Hagrid mops out Fring and keeps that perimeter out. You just kind of have to flex in and out. If you're holding this,
He's just picking up a guy.
you got to do what you can. And I'm hoping Russia has something else up their sleeve, but they don't. I'm not seeing any. I mean, look on the map. It looks like there should be a lot more infantry, but there just really isn't. Maybe a Russian fob trying to push up north, but it seems very odd that the team is now just super turtled on Riverbend. Turned to an infantry grind. It's a really close quarters firefight here. As Golden takes out Paul, Cranium as well. Cheese is all trying to push in. And almost pulls it off for Goblin. This has turned out in such a large map. I mean, Gordok is one of the biggest maps in the game, and it is all going down right here. Kind of see it like RTS-wise. Fire and move from the left side, pushing in with smoke as well, covering Danny Blaze in the middle of your screen, right in front of Haywood Smiley. Kaluka as well, all trying to push up. this huge contingent of Russians on the right side. I mean, one grenade and they can go down, but it doesn't matter. Smiley, Haywood all go down. Kluka, the only American left up on the south side, and he goes down as well. Russian reinforcements coming in from the hat. You can see him just filter in, and all that red is just starting to swarm. RPGs coming off as well, and they are just doing, this is a very, very good defense. It looks like a grind, and it really is, but honestly, if you had some supporting mortars, I don't know why those mortars stopped. RPG frag round goes off the hull of the burned out Tiger. Stizzy, Shellback, Moody Frog, Mike Dude, all taking a lot of fire. And DeathAdder maybe might live up to the name here. Smiley's down right next to him. Can he get a grenade off? And they're crawling right next to each other. Oh, and there it goes. This is like some of the closest quarters fighting I have seen on Gorodok. Absolutely insane. It's gone down to this. Usually one team comes out with a couple vehicles or an airstrike or mortars or something, and you don't get any type of prolonged firefight, but this is incredible. Russia and infantry, or Russian and American infantry, just creating almost like a DMZ no man's land for 30 meters between each other.
We might want to wait for the Kraken barrage. It's gonna be up in 4 minutes if you can like stay back, not lose tickets.
Frag round. Oh, frag round sends a body flying. And now you can hear the calls out. 4 minutes. And we're going to just creeping barrage. And that's kind of what you have to do at this point. Russia is doing just very, very well to hold it. A couple on this left flank here. Looks like they might get some... I think that was a grenade. Grenade did pop in.
Having like 30 people attacking from the same line is not really helpful.
All pushing in. You can see this is just such a grind.
Or at least clear them.
I've got rallies on the south side if I can.
And we're gonna take a look up here because this might.
No, I mean like if you look at the map, we have like 30 people trying to push through like 20 meters, which is like a
Russian helicopter pushing up north towards shipping. You need to be very careful if you're the U.S. This helicopter seems to come in very hot too.
Yeah, we either gotta try and attack from the other side,
come in
or just
very hot. It needs to be very careful because you don't want to lose track of this north side. It's not, nothing's happening just yet. There's a huge Russian presence still holding that Riverbend area, but I'm just a little nervous about this one. Squad 3 coming up with a Logi and trying to get maybe an attack fob up on shipping, but couple American infantry will put it on Powdered Donut, Stub, Vibes, Martins, just in the area enough to prevent a really close attack fob. And also Molo, I don't know if you guys see it, but Molo, he's a crew. Oh, there you go. Vibes actually fantastic with the machine gun, popping out of the window of the apartments, bipod up and just lays out Animal Lover. Molo, he's actually a crew SL. You need 3 squad members to drop both a radio and a rally, so they've kind of screwed themselves. They have a fob up here, or they have a Logi up here, but now thankfully ZX the command, they might be able to get a radio. But some precious time lost. Rally radios, all that could have gone down. You can see just now goes down with that red hourglass. Attack fob still trying to happen on the northern side, but they have to deal with 1 or 2 infantry that have good eyes on. Martins, the marksman. Not sure if you'll be able to see Sweet Hagrid here. Good. Was gonna say good shots, but there you go. Slow enough fire rate that Hagrid actually gets a fantastic trade.
Alright, enemy heli is landing east of shipping yard, marking now.
And Matthew and Vito, not quite sure what the plan is here. Vito just dropping off 1 special forces, maybe. As you can still see, it's all going down. here in a second.
I'm not sure who's shooting. The mortars are slightly short.
UAV up. Command, this is about the time they said, hey, artillery is about to be ready in 4 minutes, about 4 minutes ago. And this might lead off 124 tickets to 134 tickets. Could be the final push to just really end this game. If the U.S. expends all of their command assets and goes for a push and doesn't take it, this could be a huge flip. The mortar position, I do love a frontline mortar position, and they're just landing right on that hab. Honestly, they dropped them back a little bit because the Russians have actually broken out. Hold on, this is the American hab. Little John gets so close to it.
I should clear the way and disable at least the hab for us sometime.
Burnt Waffle, Renee, all pushing up. Steffers as well. I mean, Burnt Waffle, I think, just pulled out a pistol kill there. I'd love to see that. They're actually getting close to proxying this hab. Artillery is going to be right behind them.
Most of the mortars are short like 10 meters.
And I'm not sure if this is going to happen soon enough. There's enough Russians. You're gonna artillery strike is just going to be called in from about where Crystal is, all the way back towards the Russian fob. But look at how many Russians are now up on the hab position for the U.S. Mortar still a little short. Not sure if they have the best eyes for it. You kind of just have to take a peek and see where the splash is landing. Haywood now trying to hold this flank. And honestly, if they can kill enough of the Russians to force them to respawn back, they will get mopped up by the artillery. First artillery ranging shot landing. Second one about to land as well. And it looks like the U.S. might have just barely fought him off. I'm counting maybe 3 or 4 Russians actually alive on the objective. And this artillery is going to roll right through him. Crystal Calamity and BSB already going down to the artillery. Fried Z, the next victim. Snickers has nowhere to go. Creeping Barrage just going to run right through the objective here in a second. Timbit, oh, gets obliterated as well. Oh, okay, well, yep. Hey, why be cinematic? You know, just reset the, there you go. Okay. Artillery still resetting with the smoke and explosions and everything. And it looks like Nasty Tom, Renee, they are pulling out their shovels. They're trying to dig that hab up, keep it alive. Smoke, oh, you can see they actually did a really good job. Hab able to stay alive, and Smoke now pushing on the objective. Artillery ending.
Enemy habs still active, boys. Get some accurate shots with those mortars.
US needs to take advantage, and you can see the blue wave about to push right through. They got nothing in between them.
They're spawning.
And the hab. Smoke still all over that position. Bloodhound leading the way. Stizzy on our left here as well. Just need to push.
2, can you drop the ammo instead on the east side and ship in those more?
You can hear a tank as well firing, which, not sure which side this one is. At the Abrams. Yes, it is. Abrams on the north side. And they are going for, looks like a Logi way out there. Might have nearly killed it. That was probably a really crucial supply Logi for the Russians. And enough of the Russians have spawned right back in. But it looks like it doesn't quite matter. 103 tickets for the US, 65 for the Russians. And this is just turning into a ticket grind that Russia probably can't recover from unless this northern fob, nope, northern fob radio went down, and then that's just, oh my, you lose the radio, you lose the Logi. Good defense. It's very important to have a good defense. I know sometimes it can be boring, but I do think the US defense might have just won them their game. Look at how many red face on the floor bodies you've got all on the objective. These are fantastic mortars. Mortars keeping them pinned up in the hab. Infantry just closing the gap, putting all the pressure on it. This is a like textbook push on an objective here. And also, if you want to just put the cherry on top, you have the Abrams and Striker. Abrams on the right, Striker on our left, and they're just obliterating anything that they can see.
We're dipping below 100 tickets, so
You can see the B&P got caught off in the river trying to get up there. Nothing that they can do. Logi actually now has to RTB. Logi is just limping away. There is nothing the Russians can do. 99 tickets to 45. Incredible. Oh, and the tank. Abrams tried to knock out the Tiger, just barely gets out of the way. Takes a 50 cal round though. And this is, you don't want to give up though if you're Russia. This is about 10 tickets worth of just infantry right here.
It's been marked for ages.
on the south side? Like, is it on radio? Because I was there. I don't really see it.
Infantry pushing in, and this finale, oh my god, incredible. Love to see it. Abrams just slamming heat into the objective mortars and not letting up, and 99 tickets to 39. You can see it. US are losing a ticket maybe once every few minutes, and Russia's losing a ticket what feels like every 20 seconds. Big smoke now. You can see HE mixed with the smoke is going to allow US to keep pushing and get their entire squad up on the outside of this perimeter.
You got a PTR south of you. Right south of the striker.
I mean, it's all just on this here. It's going to be also proxied. You can see Hab is proxied. You got a couple in. ZX trying to get around and get some space.
We're no longer capping Riverbend.
And that is really just because there's not enough infantry
We got enough people to
on it. And 94 tickets to 37.
On the east side of River.
Curious what's happening right here. Oh, radio's also down. They've finally dug up the radio.
I think we do have a...
You can see all that infantry right next to it. Yeah, that's an overrun radio. It looks like if Riverbend goes down, and it is currently being decapped, this is going to be a GG in about 1 minute. And I'm going to take a look at this one. We do have a command squad. ZX is here. I'm not sure. You heard the comms talking about it. If they actually kind of self-artillery, that might actually be pretty good. Infantry spawning on Suda Hamlet, that's going to be a hell of a run. And honestly, it might have been with the ticket count, it might have been good to actually dig down your own radio if you were Russia.
We're on their hab.
Masthetic. Yep, there you go. This is going to be a GG.
Or is it... Actually, let's beat yourself.
Here, somewhere.
Well, I was going to say a little something to end the game with. At least Russia can maybe take out a tank, but doesn't track them, doesn't engine them, and that's kind of just how the game has gone for the Russians. I thought they actually were playing really well, and a couple of crucial moments, losing all those vehicles, not positioning well with the fobs. Man, in a game where I thought Russia was really going to come out on top.
Enemy infantry pushing in from the east.
US flips the script, has a fantastic push onto Riverbend, and that is going to be GG. Artillery coming in now is kind of a last gasp, but you got radio going down, which is 20 tickets. You've got 23 tickets in total. Cap being capped, I'm not quite sure. You got a few bodies down here that might bleed out. We'll see what this artillery can do.
Nice job, boys.
Hopefully artillery at least helps a little bit. You know, you want it to look good. At least kill a few. And there's just so much American infantry on the point. It is almost captured. This is a full speed cap in about 20 seconds. Game will be over. At least get an artillery strike. At least one shot land.
7.
Enemy already.
First ranging shot lands in the river. Come on, be nice to Russia. One ticket remaining. Second ranging shot,
Yeah,
one
enemy
more, and
already
it will
coming right
obliterate
down
the
on top
rest
of
of
you,
the Americans on the
That's all right, we'll
objective.
stay
Can they
somewhere.
hold for
They
one
should survive
ticket?
this. We'll see.
Gotcha.
Oh, and maybe. Oh, actually very close. Nearly knocked out all of the Americans on the objective, but still not fast enough. U.S. able to U.S. able to withstand the early Russian attacks, and fantastic attack on Riverbend. 202 kills, 171. Also lost a lot of Russian vehicles there at the end. GG's.